KETV Newswatch 7, chronicling the stories impacting our community. Stories making a difference. Stories that matter to you. This is KETV Newswatch 7's Chronicle.
This is a big deal, 150, so we've set some big goals. We think this is a great opportunity to inspire and build upon the understanding that we live in a great place with great people, and that this is the best state to live and work and raise a family and to contribute.
And this Wednesday, Nebraska hits that historic milestone, 150 years old. And may I say, you look great, Nebraska, for 150. Good morning, I'm Rob McCartney. This is KETV Newswatch 7's Chronicle. On March 1st, 1867, Nebraska became the country's 37th state. Now, 150 years later, 1.9 million people call the Cornhusker State home, making us the 37th most populous state. Now, according to the latest census, 86% of residents are white, 4.5% are black, 1% American Indian, 1.8% Asian, 9.2% Latino. But regardless of your heritage, Nebraskans share a common bond. And for the rest of this year, we'll be commemorating the state's sesquicentennial. There are three major elements to the celebration: Statehood Day and the Now You Know Nebraska campaign, the NE 150 Challenge, and Nebraska Impact. Well, this morning, KETV Newswatch 7's Andrew Ozaki shows us what makes this big birthday bash one for the ages.
Whether it's biking, helping others, or learning fun facts about Nebraska.
Did you know the last document President Abraham Lincoln ever signed was about Nebraska?
The state's 150th birthday bash has a place at the table for you.
Everyone can play a role in this, and everyone can participate.
The Governor and First Lady on Wednesday explained how. Starting now, you can check out 4 online programs. One that challenges individuals or groups to volunteer at least 150 hours over the next year. Another to run, walk, or bike 150 miles.
Participants can then track their progress and earn virtual badges as they reach certain milestones.
And 174 of these Now You Know Nebraska videos will be released during the year, and citizens can share their own Nebraska stories online and why they love the state.
My father, he came over from Czechoslovakia.
I think it's a great idea.
Some of those touring the state capitol Wednesday already have some Nebraska trivia they can tell you.
We came up with School Bus Yellow.
And will gladly tell you how they feel about living here.
I love that I can bring friends all the way from Japan, and they're fascinated by Nebraska and the people here and the things that we have to offer.
It's just a good place to live.
Suzanne Shore says chairing the Sesquicentennial Committee has made her appreciate being a Nebraskan even more.
It's just endeared me. I mean, this state is really interesting. We have a great history. We have some great stories to be proud of.
And all these projects are designed to continue long after the year-long party is over. In Lincoln, Andrew Ozaki, KETV Newswatch 7.
And Now You Know Nebraska.
And Now You Know Nebraska. Joining me now to talk more about the celebration is Nebraska First Lady Suzanne Shore. Welcome. Thanks for being here. This is your baby. You're in charge of this whole thing.
It's a lot of people's babies, but it's been mine for a couple of years now.
Yeah, and has that been how long you've been working on it? 2 years now?
We got pulled in, Pete and I got pulled in pretty quickly after the inauguration, though there had been a couple of groups that had been working on it for a couple of years beforehand. So we didn't come in and just have to build everything. And lots of people have been supporting and helping to lead on this project.
Awesome. And why is it so important to celebrate 150?
Well, I think that there are several reasons. One is it gives us a perspective on who we are and where we want to go, and it also helps us understand the amount of pride that we can have in living in Nebraska. Since researching for all this and working on it, my sense of pride in Nebraska has just skyrocketed. We live in such a great place, and this is one way to celebrate that. But we're not just celebrating our past, we're also celebrating our present and our future, trying to get the kids involved too.
A lot of people move away, and that's the reason they come back, because they realize what a great state it is. So,
yeah.
It's really more than just a one-day thing. I mean, this is not just Wednesday, the actual date of the birthday. It's a year long.
That's what we decided to do. It would have been easy just to get together on March 1st and sing happy birthday, but we decided that would waste a huge opportunity. So instead, we made a year worth of programs, lots that started in January 1st, internet-based, and then we have different programs happening throughout the year.
Right. And how do you get longtime Nebraskans and even new Nebraskans excited about this? I mean, how do you get them to buy into the excitement?
Yeah, I think number one is you have to make it entertaining and engaging, and then you have to make it personal for people. And if you look at the programs that we have, you'll see that that's been a priority when we do all those. Hopefully everyone who goes and looks at our programs will say, oh, those are really unique. Those are kind of fun.
Right.
That's a goal.
And that's a goal for, I think, life in general. It's just getting people involved.
Yep.
You know, I went to the website and I checked it out, and there's some very interesting and easy to understand elements there. We have the Now You Know Nebraska videos. Let's take a look at a couple of those.
Pete Ricketts, and it's time for today's Now You Know Nebraska. We all know Nebraska football has a tradition of frightening opponents. But did you know the Huskers were also once a worry for one of our greatest presidents? In 1936, Franklin Delano Roosevelt was scheduled to make a stop on his re-election campaign in Lincoln to deliver a speech on the steps of the Capitol building. But there was a problem. He was scheduled to speak at the same time as the Huskers were playing a football game at Minnesota. And his staff knew everyone would be glued to their radios to listen to the broadcast. So his campaign made arrangements to have the game broadcast over the public address system at the Capitol, and FDR timed his speech to happen precisely at halftime of the game. The Huskers lost that day on a 77-yard run with just a minute left in the game. Roosevelt, by contrast, won the election by a landslide, his second of 4 terms as president. I'm Governor Pete Ricketts, and now you know Nebraska.
One of the most famous female aviators of all time might have never got her start if one man hadn't been short in paying his rent. Evelyn Sharp lived in Ord, Nebraska, where her parents operated a cafe and rented rooms. One resident didn't have enough money to pay his monthly rent, so we offered to teach Evelyn how to fly instead as payment. 25 lessons, and 13 months later, Sharp made her first solo flight at the age of 17. At 18, she earned a commercial pilot's license, becoming the world's youngest commercial pilot, and acquired an airplane. At 20, she became a flight instructor and taught over 350 men how to fly. She served her country in World War II in several elite women's flying squadrons. Sharp died at the age of 24 in an airplane crash. The public airfield in Ord is named after her, as well as a town celebration every June. I'm Jackson, and now you know Nebraska.
What kind of school could be better to go to than a balloon school? Fort Omaha Balloon School opened in 1905, briefly closed, and opened again at the start of World War I. The purpose? Training officers to fly hydrogen balloons, now known as hot air balloons, over battlefields and relaying messages to the ground about what was happening. At Fort Omaha, 16,000 men were trained in balloon skills, including mapping, aerial photography, and parachuting. The most reliable way to communicate with the ground was using carrier pigeons. The job was dangerous. The balloons were easily shot down by enemy airplanes. 13 of the 17 balloon companies sent to Europe came from Fort Omaha. The colonel in charge of the balloon school called Omaha the most patriotic city in all of America for their support of the troops at his school. Thanks for joining me today for Now You Know Nebraska.
Nice to know some things don't change. We are still patriotic. And Suzanne, tell me, what's the purpose of these videos?
Oh, it really, the purpose is for kids, although I found adults like them as much. And I know my teenagers like them too, because they are released every Sunday night. And I've caught all 3 of my teenagers looking them up on the website.
Nice.
So I know they must be entertaining. But we are trying to just make sure kids get that history lesson in an entertaining way. So it's really entertainment with a little bit of education thrown in there.
Right.
But I love when people watch them and say, I didn't know that.
Right.
We have lots of those facts.
I just did that myself.
Yeah.
At 24 years old, who knew she had accomplished so much?
I know.
But okay, there is that educational component. I mean, teachers can sign in on this too, right?
Oh yes, we have 3 programs that are specifically linked for our, that we started for school kids and teachers. We have the videos. I guess we have 4. We have the videos. We have a book on Standing Bear, high quality, beautiful book that's going out to 5th graders. We have the Nebraska Atlas going into 4th grade classrooms, and then we have the Nebraska Experience, which is helping to supplement tours for or field trips for students, because a lot of those budgets have been cut. Right. So lots of programs for students and teachers, but then all of our programs can be integrated into the school system somehow.
Nice. There's also an I Am Nebraska section. Yeah. What's this?
This is our storytelling. We felt like we wanted to give an opportunity to Nebraskans to be able to tell their own story. We have lots of them archived, but they're about 40 to 50 years old, and so we wanted to give a range of people the opportunity to tell their stories and what's important to them about Nebraska. And so we've made a super easy way. Even I can do it. Even I can do it. You just have to go to ne150.org and go down to or I Am Nebraska, and it gives instructions. You just use your phone and upload it easily.
Now, some people may not want to go online, and I get that. You know, they may be older, don't want to deal with it. But there are things they can do. For example, there's a tree planting initiative.
Yes.
And how does, I mean, I know we're the Arbor State.
We are in Nebraska. We had to do something.
True.
So we partnered with the Arbor Day Foundation, and people can go to our website again, ne150.org. I'll say it over and over again. Find that tree planting initiative, and you can purchase a tree in honor of someone, and it will be planted in the state forest. So it's a great way of helping Nebraska, helping the environment, but also honoring someone.
As we wrap up here, anything surprised you as you've been in this now a couple of years? Had surprised you about Nebraska or the sesquicentennial itself?
Well, I would say the interesting history that we have. I always loved Nebraska, but now I get it more. I mean, stuff like moving to half the state tried to secede from go to Kansas.
Right.
And just knowing all that chaos that happened, and yet we endured and we succeeded. And then finding out about some of the amazing Nebraskans, some that you see on the videos, but others that you just kind of learn about. Standing Bear, what an amazing man he was, and role model.
Absolutely, and I'm a history buff, and I can never find enough to learn about Nebraska. And the beautiful thing is you can still go around the state and find a lot of this stuff going on. So,
yeah.
Well, great. Hey, thanks for being with us this morning, and best of luck in the coming year, and happy birthday, I guess.
Yeah, thanks. I'll take it.
Right. Okay, we're going to take a short break, but when we come back, another important part of Nebraska's sesquicentennial celebration, getting people to give back and volunteer. How you can get involved when KATV News Watch 7's Chronicle continues. Well, whether it's packing lunches for underprivileged kids, painting homes for residents who couldn't otherwise spruce up their house, or maybe giving up a Saturday to help with community service projects around town, Nebraskans, you know, are always willing to help others. And serving others is also a big part of Nebraska's sesquicentennial. Welcome back to KATV News Watch 7's Chronicle. This morning we're talking about the state's 150th birthday celebration. It's this Wednesday and throughout the whole year. A key component is Nebraska Impact. And joining us now to tell us more about that is Rose White. She's a board member for Serve Nebraska. Rose, thanks very much for coming in.
My pleasure.
So tell us a little bit about Serve Nebraska first.
Well, Serve Nebraska is an organization that mobilizes Nebraskans to strengthen their communities through volunteerism, collaboration, and national service programs. What we've done with this particular program is combined what Serve Nebraska's mission is, along with Nebraska 150 initiative, to create a volunteerism website where we hope it will impact Nebraska by encouraging more people to volunteer across the state.
And Serve Nebraska actually has been around for 20-some years. It just says different names, right?
We have been, but this creates a wonderful opportunity to bring attention to volunteerism. People don't realize that here across the country we rank 6th in the nation for having the highest percentage of volunteers in our state. And the economic impact is substantial. About 58 million volunteer service hours are logged each year, creating an economic impact of $1.3 billion across the state.
Wow. Okay, and in any 150, the goal is to get people to volunteer 150 hours, basically, over the year. Does it matter how they do that or what they do?
It doesn't, and that's a goal we want them to set. They don't have to reach that goal, but to us, it's very minimal. In fact, people watch TV 34 hours a week, so to reach that 150 hours, you just have to log in 3 hours each week, so very minimal. And so you can select programs that you want to volunteer in. You can go to the website, of course, nebraskaimpact.com, click on the Opportunities tab, and there you'll see many organizations that have listed what their needs are. And so if you're an organization in need of volunteers, go to the site, register, let us know about them. Communication is key. And of course, if you're looking for volunteer opportunities, look for your skill sets. Try to match up to one of those programs available.
I know a lot of kids too, actually, and students who are looking for service hours for graduation and for scholarships. And this is a great opportunity.
Perfect opportunity for them. And we don't want to overlook what businesses do to help support community involvement efforts. If you're a business engaged in the community, go on the site, register, because we want to log those volunteer hours in. And so it's a wonderful site. We encourage everyone to visit.
How does it matter what kind of company, or is it onerous to register, or is it pretty simple?
Very simple. I went on to log our own company into the site since we're very engaged in the community. Very simple process, and so we're looking forward to getting those hours achieved. And as you reach certain hours, you'll actually earn virtual badges, and so little incentives, and there'll be a special incentive for those who do achieve that 150-hour commitment.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I wanted to ask you. I mean, is it important, why is it important to write down how much you've done, how much you've logged? It's not just bragging rights.
It's not, but we want people to tell their story. That's the important thing. And by telling the story, we want them to inspire others. And creating a greater sense of volunteerism across the state just helps to improve our quality of life. You look at the organizations that depend on volunteers, they are thriving because of the people dedicated to these organizations. We know there's a lot of people out there volunteering. We want to hear your story.
Right. And what don't people know about volunteering? What would you like them to know?
I'd like them to know the numerous benefits available. On a community scale, you see those communities that have a high level of volunteerism. They have low crime rates, children do better in schools, that people live better lives. And as far as personal benefits, there are many. Of course, you have those networking opportunities, create new circles of friends, and even maybe meet a significant other, who has also volunteerism at heart. But health benefits, you're engaged, you're healthier, you are physically active, you're mentally alert. There's just numerous benefits available. And of course, there's always that happiness factor. You just get joy out of giving.
Exactly. I mean, it's good for the soul.
It's great for the soul.
And it makes you feel so much better to give than to receive. So,
absolutely.
Hey, Rose, thanks so much for joining us, and best of luck on the volunteer effort, not only with the 150 celebration, but throughout the rest of the years. So, you bet. All right, we're going to be back with the NE150 Challenge and how you can help make Nebraska a healthier state. First, so your comments, they're an important part of our show. We received several emails after we talked with Omaha mayoral candidate Christopher Geary last week. Arlene Luther said, I thought the most important point he made was the North Omaha situation. I agree. Usually everyone avoids the truth. Just one idea that we got from our email on that. You want to be heard? It's easy. Email your comments to news@ketv.com. And we'll be right back. You're watching KETV News Watch 7's Chronicle. Not even cool and wet weather last May could stop these runners from completing the Lincoln Marathon and Half Marathon. Being active and being in athletics have always been a part of Nebraska's history. And now there's a challenge to get everyone moving this year, part of the state's sesquicentennial celebration. Joining me now, talk more about that, is Dave Malarnick, who is Executive Director of the Nebraska Sports Council. Dave, thanks very much. Tell us a little bit about the Nebraska 150 Challenge.
NE150challenge.com is the website. And it's the letter NE.
Right.
And we like that it means any, A-N-Y.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Right, right. Yeah.
But it's something anyone can do, and it's free for individuals, free for groups. And what you do is you go to that website, you create your own portal, and that allows you to come on and log miles and minutes for the most part. You can also get credit for participating in events, but the whole point is to try to get people to be more active. The fact that we're celebrating 150 years of statehood would lead you to know that we're theming everything around 150. So hopefully people are setting the goal of 150 miles over the course of a year. Some people even in a month. 150 minutes a week is about the right amount of physical activity for adults. So there's a lot of ways to use the website, to use the program, to use the state's celebration of 150 years to be more active.
So when you say 150 minutes, a month, a day, or whatever, are we talking walking, running, swimming? Does it matter? Biking?
Anything, any way that you can rack up the miles that helps you be more physically active.
Walking the dog?
Walking the dog is great. There's also a minutes converter, so you can, there's a drop down of a whole different number of activities that you can enter. 60 minutes of aerobics, 60 minutes of yoga, that kind of thing, and you can get credit toward your overall goal.
Who can participate? Are we talking anybody and everybody?
Anyone and everyone who has internet access basically can participate.
And what's the payoff for them?
Well, mostly it's virtual badges. Right now there's more than 500 different badges they can earn for their progress in the program, and they can share those. The other thing is that it's very interactive with social media. So we use the hashtag NEMiles, and people are constantly encouraging each other, and that's been something that's been really fun to see so far, is that people are using that hashtag and saying, way to go. And it really helps people interact from across Nebraska.
So are they using it also to compete with each other, if you will, to kind of say, hey, I did this today, what can you do?
A lot of people respond to that. So yeah, it's a challenge, right?
Yeah, that's what I respond to.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
If a buddy of mine is getting ahead of me and brags a little bit about it, I'm sure gonna try to get ahead of him or her and use the hashtag and go back at them.
Exactly. How many people have signed up for this so far? I mean,
there's just over 2,500. So to start the year off, we've got a great representation. Right. Our goal, we'd like to have 5,000 people sign up by the end of the year, preferably by the middle of the year, so they can get more benefit out of the program before the end of the year.
And I know the weather's not been, I mean, it has been recently pretty decent, but do you expect those numbers to increase once the weather gets better?
It always happens, and at the Nebraska Sports Council, we've been running web-based fitness challenges and programs, and it always picks up around the 1st of March when the first signs of spring come out. A lot of people then jump in and they want to have different ways of staying motivated as the weather gets nice.
Any special Nebraska 150 events scheduled?
There are lots of events on the website calendar that you can get badges for. You mentioned the Lincoln Marathon, that's one of them. The Cornhusker State Games obviously has a lot of events you can earn badges for. So, and any community that's doing an event that's active, cause walks, 5K runs, you can go to the site and you can actually get your event registered so that people can earn a badge for participating in it, hopefully motivate more people to come to your event.
And that's what I was going to ask you. What if you are a person who needs a little motivation, who responds well to group settings? Are there groups that you can join?
There are. So far, there are, I think, over 200 groups that have been created in the website. You can go on and start your own group, call it what you'd like, invite anyone you want. We also have a corporate membership program. There's 25 companies so far registered that are using the program to have their employees and their families get more active and be part of the challenge.
Awesome, awesome. So much to do and so much out there. So Dave, thanks very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
You bet. All right, well, so here's a quick look at all the activities happening this Wednesday. At 9:30, the United States Postal Service will issue a Nebraska Statehood Forever stamp. And then from 10:30 to 1 at the Capitol, actors will be portraying famous Nebraskans like Willa Cather, Chief Standing Bear, and Buffalo Bill Cody. The official statehood ceremony starts at 2 o'clock with school children from across the state singing, fittingly, Happy Birthday. From 6 to 8 that night, there is the grand opening for the Legacy of Nebraska exhibit at the Nebraska History Museum. Again, if you want information about any of the events we mentioned, or if you want to sign up for Nebraska Impact for the NE 150 Challenge, it's all online at ketv.com. That's also where you can watch this show. And if it's not online, you can't find it there, just Google NE 150 Chronicle. I'm Rob McCartney. Thanks for watching this morning, and we'll see you back here next Sunday for KETV News Watch 7's Chronicle. And happy birthday, Nebraska.